Actually, funny story. When my husband first went off for basic training in his first, he was gone for 6 months, 9 months to a year. He left me with a black man. He's like, I want you to take care of her, make sure she has everything that she needs, blah, 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 blah.
Blood clot.
He left you with him.
What, my boyfriend, a boyfriend of mine, he chose him, black dude named, he's like, take care of her. He's off, whatever. And he wanted to make sure that I was going to be okay and be safe. He chose that one particularly at the time.
Now, granted, they are interviewing a porn star by the name of Hazel Grace, I believe. They're interviewing a porn star, and they are using her life as an example for black women to follow. And the name of this episode is Why Have One Boyfriend When You Can Have 5? And they're speaking to black women as if the average woman in general can just has the wherewithal to even keep, sustain, and make 5 different niggas pay for their lifestyle. Most women cannot. Most women can't make one. Hell, most black women can't even make their baby daddy stay and pay bills.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
Niggas just hating on me. On the other hand, I got people that's waiting for me to drop that heat. Man, sometimes you gotta bake it slowly. Something like that cheese and macaroni. I'm the one and only.
Recently, the Griot's Eboni K. Williams shot back in the algorithm for more dumbass advice to black American women. That's right. She is now advocating intentional single motherhood. Now, why would she petition for more single motherhood for the demographic that's at the bottom of every relevant socioeconomic stat and category in America besides student loan debt? It's beyond me, but nonetheless, here we fucking go. Eboni K. Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise.
Blood clot.
So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages.
Let me stop her right there. She just said black women who have the privileges of going through this process. This is how stingy, self-centered, and stupid. I like that. Stingy, self-centered, and stupid. Say that 5 times. This is how stingy, self-centered, and stupid these women actually are. And a lot of you will sit up and go for this. Why? Because she seems to be an intelligent woman, and she talks kind of smart. You guys will go for it. But in actuality, you don't have any idea what it really takes to be a single mother. A single mother who's not on welfare, taking care of kids off her own dime with no man. Do you really know what that entails? You don't. But you're going to listen to this broad who makes way more money than the average black woman could dream of. See, she can afford to at least finance. That's what we're going to say. She can finance a child as a single mother. She can finance it. And financing is about 30% of the battle. But the other 70% is preparing that child mentally to deal with the world that they are going to embark upon after the age of 18. And that's the disconnect. That we're having when it comes to black families. You see, these women who come out of college making decent money, and it's not a lot of y'all, don't get it twisted. It's not a lot of y'all. But the ones who do, you guys for some reason still take on the baby mama ideology, or I can do it by myself ideology. And you soon realize that you can't. Not because you can't afford it, but because you underestimate the value of the male figure in the home. You underestimate the mental stability your children get from learning from a male-female dynamic growing up. See, that's why most of these niggas today can't function in society, because they don't know how to interact. Most of these women, or I'm not going to say most, well, yeah, most. A lot of these women don't even know what it takes to deal with a man, because they never seen their mother do it for longer than 6 months to a year. And most men don't know how to deal with women because they're growing up with their mother and they're getting a false sense of reality put on them from a young age. If they don't turn out to be effeminate or gay, they turn out to be pussy hungry simps who have already been conditioned to bow down to whatever women say. That's the problem that we have. That's the disconnect that we have. And I'm here to say, yes, I can identify it, but I'm not here to solve it because it's too late. The percentages are already out of whack. It's already 70-30. It's not going to decrease from there. We've gone generation upon generation upon generation of this type of dynamic. It's over. Whole other conversation. But we're at 70-30 at this point. And most of the people in our community are coming out with this mentality. But anyway, I'll let her finish. Didn't mean to ramble on like that.
And partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests.
You hear that? Let's go back. I'm sorry I rambled on. We really need to hear the ignorance that she has to say.
The process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests.
So right then and there, this woman is advocating for you to bring children into the world without a father because they can't seem to get into meaningful relationships. So they say, fuck it, we'll skip the whole process and just have the kid. They'll grow up without the father. Let's fuck them up mentally because this is just what we want to do. See, these hoes ain't for no families, man. They're not for no families. They're for themselves. She knows she's going to grow up to be a lonely heifer. So she wants to have a kid so it's not as lonely. Keep in mind, this woman is damn near 40 years old, about to have her first kid with no man. She's about to be a 40-year-old single mother. She is going to give this kid hell. Every time this kid moves, she's going to be up that kid's ass. Every relationship this kid has, her nose is going to be all in it because she has nothing else better to do. Because she wasted her 20s and her early 30s trying to be successful. And really, she wasn't even that successful. That's a whole other story. Couldn't find a man to settle down with to start a family. So now she's like, fuck it. I'll just start my own dysfunctional family. Because that's what it is. A dysfunctional family.
And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the
Look how she said insufficient relationships just because she couldn't find one.
expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm.
What? A dismally small supply of black sperm. Jesus Christ. God. It's over, bro. It's over. I'm gonna let this play, though. It's over, though.
Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families. And that means we want black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number 1, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new black-owned cryobank, and it's designed to help with this shortage of black sperm. It's set to open its doors in D.C.
Okay, so she sounds ridiculous. First and foremost, I think every male in the world produces like, 6 billion sperm per day? There's no shortage, sweetheart. I don't know where you're getting your information from or when you went to college, but biologically, you're off. You're totally off. There's no shortage of sperm.
Later this year, and it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas. And number 2, be proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable black sperm. You register with all 4 of the big cryobanks, and this includes California Cryobank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryobank, and Zytex. Then you can scan the current options for black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use them anytime soon, trust me, it's better to have them than to be without them when the time comes. And listen, if you never need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need.
I gotta stop it right there. Like, I gotta stop it there. I mean, come on, man. I don't know how pitiful. I don't know how pitiful these people can get. I really don't. Like, this is sad for a group of women who just refuse to get on the same page as their men, who swear first of all, they swear they know magic. They swear they know magic, and they don't. Then they swear they're the most beautiful women in the world, and all these other races of men want them.
Blood clot.
But now you're at the point where you are advocating for women to go and collect sperm from sperm banks. 20 years ago, the only type of women that went to sperm banks were women who were just undesirable, who men didn't want to marry, who men didn't even want to fuck. That's who went to sperm banks. Well, damn, I guess in 2024 or 2023, it's the same way. Yo, black men, take heed. These are not your women, and that's fine. Let them go. Let it burn. Because ultimately, those of us who are here will survive. Let it burn. Let them go do their own thing. They can have their own race. The black women could be their own race. The smart ones know where to go. Let the rest of them follow hoes like this. Because as soon as some real shit happen, they'll turn around and be like, oh, we're so unprotected. You damn Skippy, bitch. You damn Skippy.
Simpson, eh? Good man, intelligent?
Actually, sir, he was hired under Project Bootstrap.
Thank you, President Ford.
You damn Skippy. You're unprotected and we will not protect you. We won't. For what? How does it benefit us? The only women getting protected by me are the women in my immediate circle who are on the same page and ready to follow instructions. I don't protect no woman who don't follow no instructions. I won't do it. Now, I'm not playing no more of this broad shit because this shit is ridiculous. And like I said, man, intentionally becoming a single mother is like shooting yourself in the right hand to prove that you can write with your fucking left hand. But yet, this is the road that Miss Eboni suggests that you take. Now, first off, let's look at what type of woman she actually is. She's on a show called Real Housewives of New York, and she isn't even married to anyone. As a matter of fact, I think she was recently put off the show because she couldn't even get along with any of the cast members or anyone on the show, period. I think they halted the show because of her and they got rid of her. Typical strong, independent queen shit. Clap it up for the strong, independent queens. This woman claimed so hard that she was a self-made woman, but failed to disclose that her ex-boyfriend was the one who funded her luxury lifestyle while she was even on the show, who she's not with anymore, which is probably another reason why she's not going to be on the show, right? Who isn't black, but now she wants black sperm. But the nigga who she was allegedly supposed to marry wasn't black, dumped her ass, and stopped footing the bill for her lifestyle. Now she's back in black men's face, like we owe her something.
Now I told your ass, if you want something slow and green, you better get you a turtle, ho.
That's right. You want something slow and green, get you a turtle. That's what we owe you. Right? So like I said, she was married to a man who wasn't even black, but now she's on TV screaming all this black sperm and there's no good black sperm. But where the white sperm at? You was with a white man who allegedly wanted to marry you. Why you ain't get his white sperm? Exactly. Because he realized who the fuck you were and realized he don't want no strong, independent, sassy ass, smart mouth, masculine, wig wearing heifer. Now this chick has been claiming to be a lawyer extensively for the past few years. But in actuality, she hasn't even been able to legally practice law since 2011. What's that, like 12, 13 years?
Blood clot.
Granted, it's not for any administrative or adversary actions or anything like that. It's simply because she hasn't paid her license. She hasn't paid on her law license, which is in North Carolina, since 2011. So what makes this woman qualified to give you relationship and parental advice? What makes her qualified? Ladies, stop listening to these washed up women. There is no hope for them. And then they want you to fall by the same fate as them. That's why they give you such bad advice. So stop falling for this shit. Now let's get to the last segment of the show so we can wrap this shit up. All right. Before we get into this next section though, we're going to take a brief commercial break. I want you to grab a drink, watch the commercial, stay tuned because we about to go in. I got a nice clip from the Whoreible Decisions Podcast and it's going to be good. So stay tuned. Don't leave.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
हरामी गैंग यहाँ भूखे सब हरा माल रात वक्त यहाँ आके राती सबकी लाल चिल्लम का टान मारो बॉम्ब वाला शॉट समर और विंटर हमेशा रहते हॉट लॉन्डियों को भाव नहीं सकती अपना स्वैग में भी आके कभी देख I'm a black nigger I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में भीड़ है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत लिखे black nigger. I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में भीड़ है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत लिखे black nigger. I'm a black nigger. जिगरी जो यार है चाहे दो चार है, सब वफादार यहाँ फाड़ देते गाड़ है. उंगली करे कोई हमें उंगली उनकी तोड़ दे, दूर रहता उनसे जो लोग मतलब में मुंह मोड़ दे. भाई पगला गया गाना मेरा सुन मम्मी बोले मेरा भाई. I'm a black nigger. I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में भीड़ है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत लिखे black nigger. I'm a black nigger. रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में भीड़ है, हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत लिखे black nigger. I'm a black nigger.
That's right, that's right. I'm a black nigger. That's the funniest shit ever, man. I'm a black nigger. And that goes to show you what I've been telling y'all, man. That's this poor guy from India, I don't think he was trying to be racist. But that's what, when they see us, that's what they think. This man made a whole song called I'm a Black Nigger. I'm a black nigga. That's the name of the song. I'm a black nigga. That's what they think. But anyway, let's get to this next segment. This is going to be good. All right. Now, this is from the Whoreible, and when I say horrible, they literally spell it Whoreible. Whoreible Decisions Podcast. And this chick, Mandy B, I think she used to be on one of the Love and Hip Hops or something like that. I don't know who this other chick is, but they do this show, and basically they talk about how much of a whores they are and just how they play men or how men play them. It's really bad, but this is a very popular podcast that a lot of black women like. So we're just going to analyze a couple of points that they made in this podcast because it goes with the show. And that's that washed up post-wall 304's should not be giving anyone advice because it's clear they failed their life mission. It's clear they failed it. So, without wasting any more time, ain't nothing to it but to get to it. Let's go to the 12-minute mark. All right, boom.
There was a funny thing that you said before we started. Why have one when you can have five?
Yeah, literally.
You have multiple boyfriends. They know about each other. They show up in different ways. So we have nicknames for all of our lovers here.
Same.
How do they show up for you that make you fulfilled in the relationships that you have with them?
Can I just touch on what you were saying and get into that at the same time? Because I find why have one when you can have five? Every relationship brings something different. Mm-hmm. Every relationship is going to provide something different for you in your life, whether it be an emotional connection, whether it be a friendship connection, etc. And with black men, I feel like I'm losing, or I don't have that relationship, right? I have a lot of black men as friends in my life, but this is a different relationship as a lover where you're just pillow talking about being a black man and being a black, pillow talk with someone, you talk about different shit.
It's different.
And yeah, definitely. And I feel like I'm missing that. I haven't had that since I was and actually funny story, when my husband first went off for basic training in his first, he was gone for 6 months, 9 months to a year. He left me with a black man. He's like, I want you to take care of her, make sure she has everything that she needs, blah, 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 blah.
Blood clot.
He left you with him.
What my boyfriend, a boyfriend of mine, he chose him, black dude named. He's like, take care of her. She's gonna be. He's off, whatever, and he wanted to make sure that I was gonna be okay and be safe. He chose that one particularly at the time.
Now, granted, they are interviewing a porn star by the name of Hazel Grace, I believe. They're interviewing a porn star, and they are using her life as an example for black women to follow. And the name of this episode is Why Have One Boyfriend When You Can Have 5? And they're speaking to black women as if the average woman in general can just has the wherewithal to even keep, sustain, and make 5 different niggas pay for their lifestyle. Most women cannot. Most women can't make one. Hell, most black women can't even make their baby daddy stay and pay bills. So what in the hell makes you think you can do what this porn star is suggesting? And by porn star, that's nothing but a disguise for being a prostitute, if you want to keep it 100. This woman is a porn star, and she has hundreds of thousands of men lusting for her over the internet every day. She's almost like a goddamn slutty celebrity, for lack of better terms. So as soon as one of these perverts who are jacking off every day to her come in contact with her, they're going to treat her like gold. Because they've already been seduced into it mentally. So sitting back and taking advice from a porn star on how to court men or how to deal with men or what you should do relationship wise with men is already fucking stupid. It's already stupid. But that's what these women teach people on this podcast. They teach you about how to be a whore and how to ruin your life. Because if the average woman does what these women suggest to do, you're just going to ruin your reputation and die alone.
Blood clot.
Let's go.
Ow.
And I miss him so much. He went off and got celibate and all that other stuff. But I love the vibe and the bond of like having a black man and the pillow talk and the different conversations that you can have. Because as much as I love all people and all men, like I don't get that with white men. They never can. And to be honest, you do have those moments with white men where they say something and it's like you don't even understand how.
Now look how disrespectful she is. She's married to a white man right now. She's married to a white man right now. Straight disrespectful. But that's why your average white man won't deal with one of y'all. She's married to a white man. So fellas, when they start telling you, oh, I could go out here and get a white man and do this and that, bro, thank God that she's out here trying to get white men. Why would you want to deal with some shit like this? First of all, the only type of white man that would deal with a broad like this is a liberal. That's it. That's all. Now, I'm not saying a conservative white man wouldn't beg her, but he'd pay her and keep it moving. Only a liberal white man would lock a porn star like this down. Only a liberal white man.
Stupid what you just said is. Like, you know what I mean? Because like they don't get it, right?
I had an Uber driver that was telling me one of the craziest things I've heard. Gay Uber driver, this was in Atlanta last week. He said, we just laughed about how dating sucks. He's like, girl, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been fucking white boys for so long. I might have to jump ship. I was like, why? He said, it was pillow. This is what made me think about it. He said, it was pillow talking with him. Wake up. And he was like, he was always funny and great. He was like, and I always thought to myself, I don't have the racist white boyfriend. He said that they were in the bed and he goes, I have the funniest joke I just heard. He said, girl, he was on Twitter, like couldn't breathe, gaga laughing. I'm like, What's the joke? The nigga gets to the red light, turns around and goes, how does a black woman know when she's pregnant? Have y'all heard this before?
I already don't like the joke. I haven't heard it, but I already don't like it.
They got jokes for everybody, but they can't take no joke about them. Let's go.
I never heard this joke. When she picks the cotton out of her pussy. Oh.
Yo, they be proving our point just talking. Granted, I hope these women go and find the best white man they can find. Because to be honest with you, as long as these type of women ain't dealing with good black men, we're good. Fellas, don't deal with scallywags like this. Any of those three on the stage, don't deal with them. Don't deal with them. Let's go.
Oh, there's no blood on it.
And he was crying, laughing at this.
So wait, mind you, I'm
that shit kind of funny.
Sitting there, my mouth is like,
all of our mouths are like,
I'm like, what did you say? And he goes, I said, and how does a white one know she's pregnant? And then he says, boyfriend's sitting there like, well, that's not the funny part, guys. I was like, yo, whoa.
Yeah, I would have had to walk out. Like, I really would have had to leave.
And it's crazy because he said, and you were saying your high school sweethearts, he was like, you have to date a white guy so long to know he's going to hit.
Can I just say also, my husband has an appropriate amount of white guilt, and I refuse to date any white person that does not have an appropriate amount of white guilt. You need to have, don't be like, obviously, I don't want you depressed over some
blood clot.
Yo, where my white guys at? Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this? This is why we don't want them. This is why we don't want them. She says if she dates a white guy, they have to have the appropriate amount of white guilt. Like I said, only a liberal white man would put up with some stupid shit like this.
The first of his name, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Only a liberal white man would put up some shit like this, man. She is crazy.
Shit your ancestors did, but you need to like understand and have a little bit of guilt.
Actually hilarious.
And shame.
What's
and
the
like
appropriate amount? What have you doing?
So the white man should have guilt and shame, but she shouldn't have guilt and shame for being a whore. Gotcha.
Blood clot.
Yeah, let me think. Like, obviously, like base level, you need to be calling out when anybody does some over the top Caucasian or ridiculous shit, right?
Caucasian
and then on top of that, like he gets uncomfortable. Like we'll like see white people do something, or like just something will happen, and like he'll physically get uncomfortable and embarrassed. And he's like, bro, why? Like, oh God, I can't stand my people. This is why I don't want to claim them.
That's my mama,
right? Like,
that's right.
He has the appropriate amount of white guilt. Not, and I feel like
So I'll stop it right there because I'm going to get to a different part of this. So basically, she's dealing with a cuck. A cuck will take that. A cuck will take that. A real white dude, and you know, look, let's just keep it a buck, like men. Because, I mean, if I was dealing with a white girl, if she got offended by some shit I said, I would double down on my shit. A real white dude, like, honestly, I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm gonna just say this. These chicks are crazy. And the only type of men that would take any of the women on this show seriously are simps and undesirable men who don't have any self-esteem or confidence. I mean, she's a porn star. And honestly, I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like the white guy that married her probably was a customer first. He probably was a customer first. Because that's how it goes. All right, now let's get to the...
Like, I'm never just gonna know off of talking to you from the internet.
No,
we gotta meet. We gotta go.
Daddy. Yeah, boyfriend over sponsor or sugar daddy. How do they get the title boyfriend?
When they lose their budget, I think. Like when I realize that you're 100%
when you're
invested
seeing
in
them
me,
without a financial exchange.
Right? No. Like you're gonna take care of everything I need. Like there's a financial exchange, but
let's play it back. I'm telling you, I know a hoe when I hear one talking. This woman's a whore. Claims to be an adult film star. Listen to this.
To make sure that I can see you whenever I
Wait,
want
what
to see
makes
you.
it different for you when you're on the site? Like, a secret arrangement to me was this, like, exchange, like, money, beauty, power, my time. How does boyfriend become the word?
That becomes like, that's a natural thing for me. I have to meet you first. Like I'm never just gonna know off of talking to you from the internet.
No,
we gotta meet, we gotta go.
Yeah, boyfriend over sponsor or sugar daddy. How do they get the title boyfriend?
When they lose their budget, I think. Like when I realize that you're 100%
when you're
invested
seeing
in
them
me
without a financial exchange.
Right? No. Like you're gonna take care of everything I need. Like there's a financial exchange, but it's not connected to what we have going on. That's not giving me something or contributing to my lifestyle or my company or my brand in some way, shape, or form. That's a waste of my time. In some way, shape, or form. It's not always exchanging of money, but like my DC bag, right? I'm not going to pay for a trip. That's taking that away from my company, taking away from my time, my brand. But if you're like, hey, let's go to Austin next weekend and you don't have to pay for anything, bring your work so you can also get work done, I'm going to take that trip before it's some guy that's just like, oh, let's let you do half the work and me do half the work so that we can come together. Like, no.
Yeah, right.
Now I told your ass, if you want something slow and green, you better get you a turtle, ho.
That's how y'all better start talking to these 304's. See, you nice guys, you nice niggas have tainted the game to this point where prostitutes, porn stars, strippers, and harlots can talk this confidently and cocky about your bitch ass. This woman is married and got 3-4 boyfriends and is just grabbing her nuts talking about y'all bitch ass niggas. This is how rotten the game is. But a nigga like me?
Now I told your ass, if you want something slow and green, you better get you a turtle, ho.
Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. Let's go.
No, you need, if you want to see me make it happen. So there's no exchanging of money there. He's not paying me, but at the same time, I'm not going to pay for anything. Some of his little military booze, but
he did.
If y'all are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
Are they black?
YouTube.com.
No, Latino, and he loves black women, but he always complains that he has a hard time. Like I was easy for him. Every other black girl is like a lot. It's hard for him to get.
Why? What type of white boy is he?
He's quiet. He's reserved.
He's a celebrity.
Oh, celebrity? I'm not good with celebrities. I know none of them.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
Because you know there's different type of white boys. You
like,
got
he's
Chelsea
just like,
one. You can have a
give me some names. Yeah, I might know.
You know, I don't.
Bro, you got 2 5s and a 6.5 on this podcast talking greasy and crazy. These hoes are talking, they're talking crazy. Which one of you niggas are supporting this? Now, I know that the chick with the dreads, it's only white boys dealing with that. I can tell a chick that only fuck with trick ass liberal white boys when I see one. But who the fuck is dealing with these two right here? That's the sad part.
A Ryan Gosling kind of white boy.
I know he's quiet and he doesn't like try. He's just like one of those chill. Like we were talking about Young Miami's episode. Her type of nigga. That's my man. Like my husband is like low key a black dude from the hood. Like don't just chill back in the corner. Like
and then let me give you $100 to go.
Don't nobody fuck with me. Like yeah, like right. He's just one of those people.
So he got some military boots. So do you feel like there's ever this point where you're like, maybe my life is so much more than what back home was? Do you ever feel like?
All right, let's skip to the final part I want to get into because, like I said, they keep talking about these trick ass niggas, and everybody on this show, y'all know that's not how we roll. But it is what it is. Let's go. This is the most disturbing part to me. This is the most disturbing part, and this is the most offensive part. So I'm gonna let you guys watch.
Hey, men, I know I've been different than their wives. I've been different than those. They like the dominance in me. And,
okay.
Oh, so
nice.
Come on, Peggy.
Nice.
Okay, so real quick, one moment. I actually wanted to have this conversation because you also, and you opened it up and I let you spoke. Jesus Christ. Y'all know I don't know how to fucking speak. And I got tequila in my system. But you opened up with the fact that one of your partners you pegged.
Yes. And
we were talking, and I want to talk about your pegging.
Oh shit, hold up. Let's go back. What?
My boyfriend had an issue with it. All of my sugar daddies are side men. I know I've been different than their wives. I've been different than those. They like the dominance in me. And,
okay.
Oh, so
nice.
Come on, Peggy.
Nice.
Okay, so real quick, one moment. I actually wanted to have this conversation because you also, and you opened it up and I let you spoke. Jesus Christ. Y'all know I don't know how to fucking speak. And I got tequila in my system. But you opened up with the fact that one of your partners you pegged.
Blood clot.
Let's go.
Yes. And
we were talking, and I want to talk about your pegging experience, the type of men you peg, and why. And then I would love to just go back and forth with.
Now listen, I'm not trying to discuss anybody. I really just want y'all to hear this because it's going to really drive the point home. Pause. That I'm trying to drive home tonight. It's really going to drive it home, so just fix your stomach and listen to what these hoes have to say.
Even the dynamics of that, because I think there's a confusion with even, yes, me ordering is very masculine, but there's a difference in the type of men that I peg as well. So you just recently...
The type of men that I peg, do you hear this shit? Do you hear this?
Had a pegging experience. How did it get set up? How did he ask for it? And what was it like?
So I think we'll close out with the why, like just to close that out because like it's different. Like a men with a lot of money and power want a lady. Like, I mean, the old fashioned version of lady. So yes, touching on them, laughing at them, dressing very nicely, being, a lady in the streets and the freaking sheets. That's what they want, especially if you're going for a high scale man. So you need to be, ready for that. Now, when it comes to pegging, I don't make any of them my boyfriends. Like, a man with a lot of money that is willing to invest in me and my future and my happiness and have fun with me. Now, that's someone that's boyfriend material. You can go from a sugar daddy to a boyfriend, especially if I really like hanging out with you. When it comes to the pegging, it's always like they'll find me from the site through a client, or I work exclusively, like in porn, I only shoot pegging scenes for peghim.com, which is a Michael Vegas site. And so people will find me through there and contact me and be like, oh my God, will you do this for me? And so it's usually just like, booking through the site. I don't really meet those people in any other area, right, of life. And then I meet with them. It's always pretty to the point. They're all the same. And it's interesting to me that you were saying that yours were masculine because every guy that I meet is a twink and he's cute, but he wants to wear fishnets and heels and he wants me to put makeup on him and he wants me to put on a wig and make him strut for me. And
fellas, that's the key right there. Those are the only niggas falling for these whores. But they talk like this is just the norm and ladies, all these guys will be coming for you. No, that's not the case. Ladies, the men that these women are talking about are undesirable men. These are not the men who a normal woman would want to settle down and spend her life with. You got to understand, the main guest of the show, who is Miss Hazel Grace, is a bona fide, certified hoe. She calls herself a porn star. She says that she's married, but she's still a certified, bona fide hoe. She's married to a cuck white man, and she's still selling pussy, getting paid. And the funny part is, she's advertising like hell on this podcast because she's calling her fucking John's boyfriends, when in actuality, she's just collecting from him. And what she's saying is only going to attract more because these incel ass niggas who would go for a hoe like this are only going to try to get more and more money so they can pay her to get this alleged treatment that she claims to give. So I just hope you niggas don't fall for it. But let's hear them out so we can close this up.
And like be kind of extra.
Oh, wow,
like
that's interesting.
Those are my pegging clients. They're all twinks. They're all sissy boys.
Literally, when she brought it up, I said, I have never fucked a twink. I've literally just said, bring masculinity back on my other podcast because I'm not here for the men painting their nails or the merces or the overshaving of things.
Oh, the overshaving.
Well, I don't like
from nails to shaving.
No. I say this because you peg twinks, and I think a lot of people assume that when I am someone, I refer to myself as Peg the Stallion. Even you were shocked. Like, wait, these are super masculine men.
That you're, yeah.
Yes, I am attracted.
Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? Is it black girl lost or shorty owe you for ice?
Come on, shorty. This woman is really sitting up here trying to tell us that she doesn't peg effeminate men. She only pegs masculine men.
Blood clot.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there are no masculine men who want blunt objects striking up their ass. It's just not true. If you want a dick-shaped object penetrating up your butt, you're not heterosexual. You're not masculine. And that's no offense to anybody who enjoys that type of stuff. I'm just saying, you're not masculine. So for this woman to sit up here and try to say that she only does that with men who are masculine, that shit's crazy. Let's go back. Let's just listen to how crazy this is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Those are my pegging clients. They're all twinks. They're all sissy boys.
Literally
sissy boys.
When she brought it up, I said, I have never fucked a twink. I've literally just said, bring masculinity back on my other podcast because I'm not here for the men painting their nails or the merces or...
But you're here for men taking objects that are shaped like penises up their butts. I mean, like, these women don't live in reality, bro. This shit is over. The community's over. It's over. Understand that. It's over. All I'm doing is reinforcing the point. I'm not trying to save any of you motherfuckers. It's over, man.
The overshaving of things.
Oh, the overshaving.
I don't like
from nails to shaving.
No. I say this because you peg twinks, and I think a lot of people assume that when I am someone, I refer to myself as Peg the Stallion. Even you were shocked. Like, wait, these are super masculine men.
That you're, yeah.
Yes, I am attracted because I'm bisexual. I would even say what I'm attracted to. I love the masculinity of a man. I love the femininity of a woman.
So it's Pride Month. My husband and I are actually both pansexual. And he did say that I could tell you guys this.
What the fuck is pansexual? These motherfuckers, these weirdos just be making shit up every day.
So like, he won't let me peg him. He might be into it and he might do it, but like I think it's like
would not let me peg him.
I think it's like I'd prefer to do it to twinks and not my husband. Right? Like, I think I get an enjoyment out of it, but it's like, oh, I'm just like kind of using this little twink boy. So it's like that for me.
Do you know what's crazy? That's the number one question that I get asked, but I also asked Havana Ginger when we sat with her. There's the very first question that I get from any man when I express that I've pegged someone is, well, do you respect them after?
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Do you not?
Do you not?
I definitely do. I think it's more my husband than me. Like, because I see him no different because of all of the things he's done for me. Like, how could I see you any different just because you're doing this one thing? For him and I, we're lucky because we're open. So it's not like a deal breaker. And it's like, he can still go and do that elsewhere. And like, we're both going to be fine. He just prefers to not see me or me to not see him like that.
Oh, because
he's that person in my life and he just doesn't want to be viewed that way. But I think, I don't care what any girl says, if you have some man bent over with his legs behind his ears, you're not going to see him the same way.
Don't do that, bitch. I'll be honest with you. To me, real quick, we have a different experience.
I was just going to say, you have masculine men.
Well, not only masculine men, I have never in my life been with a white man. So to me, I'm bending over and pegging 6'3+ masculine black men, and I'll be honest with you.
Blood clot.
I'll be honest though. Black men can be 20.
No.
Like a motherfucker.
They can, but you're not letting me finish my point. I'm not interested in Sphinx at all. But the thing that makes me so prideful in experiencing that with black men is that I've created a safe space that I know they don't get from a lot of black women.
Oh my God!
To be very clear with you, they open up with me about the things that they want or they desire. And I've said this on a recent podcast when I was on Social Proof. I would love to be able to open or be with a man who's open about their sexuality, whether they're pan, bi, curious even. I think for me to have those interactions with black...
Before I let this keep playing, this is what I have to say. And I'm not going to make a joke about this. I'm going to state a serious fact here. The highest demographic of HIV and AIDS in the United States of America, and most likely throughout the world, is black women. It's black women. Now I'm going to replay what she said, and I want y'all to marinate on that.
And I'll be honest with you.
I'll be honest though. Black men can be 20.
No.
Like a motherfucker.
They can, but you're not letting me finish my point. I'm not interested in Sphinx at all. But the thing that makes me so prideful in experiencing that with black men is that I've created a safe space that I know they don't get from a lot of black women.
Oh my God!
To be very clear with you, they open up with me about the things that they want or they desire. And I've said this on a recent podcast when I was on Social Proof. I would love to be able to open or be with a man who's open about their sexuality, whether they're pan, bi, curious even. I think for me to have those interactions with black men in a space where in society as general, specifically in the bedroom, they don't feel safe.
Very true.
To me, it's not that I wear it as a badge of honor.
You should.
I genuinely love knowing that there are black men that have felt so safe with me to experience that with them.
All right, these hoes are stupid. Let's get to the final thoughts. These hoes are dumb as fuck. Let's get her off here. So look, there you have it. These women are the number one contributing factor to the downfall of black civilization. Why are they so gung-ho on perverting black men? Why are they so gung-ho on perverting themselves? See, millennial women have taken the bullshit that Gen X women, via the baby boomers, granted, passed down, and they multiplied it by 100. See, these women care more about busting a nut than they do about their future. Hell, they care more about busting a nut than they care about their own goddamn children. Black men, this is where we are, and it's time to abandon the motherfucking ship. There is nothing you can do with a community that depends on this type of woman to nurture their children. There is no sense of tradition, morality, integrity, or family values. And for the record, this is not an indictment on black women. The bottom line is this. As a man, you have to survive. And if you're dealing with a species or a counter species or a co-species, I'm making up words and shit, that delves in a culture that is contrary to survival, you must adapt to that and you must move on.